One of the coolest things about being me is that I get invited to meet a lot of you guys through Instagram. What was that? Did I try to say Instagram? I guess I did. And today I was invited to a football game. And that's why I'm walking through a non-touristy neighborhood, admiring the street art before I meet up with what I assume is going to be a rowdy bunch of supporters. Now, the stadium that I'm going to is closed, but there is a house or a group of houses that we are going to go up. I don't know how we're going to get up there, climb up there to the rooftop and then watch the game from there. Now, they sent me some pictures of last week when they did this, and it looked pretty unique and interesting. They had the Bengali flares and it looked like quite the event. Now, I don't know if this is like really, I guess the stadium is closed because of the Rona rules, so I guess there may be no filming rule there, but we'll see. I'm gonna need my Google Maps to find the directions. Man, I'm still feeling that hangover. Okay, that was probably the crappiest intro ever. See you at the game. I'm outside the stadium with my two new friends. Hello. And our seats are right up there. Did you reserve a seat before we came?
Yeah, we did, of course.
You did? Okay. Let's see how this goes. I think the game is starting right now. Sounded like a church a couple of seconds ago. So as you can see, normal residential area. Okay, you're the expert. I follow you. Oh, what's this? They're all booing when I come. Okay, my first Greek football game. Are you worried?
Maybe, kind of.
There we go. All right.
Can go on.
Going further up, yeah? Let's go. I follow you. Watch for these guys. Yeah. It's the most dangerous stadium I've been to. We're not even inside the stadium. Okay, so there's no one's home. Maybe he needs some help. Where is he? Sorry. Oh, there you are. Ah. There we go.
It feels like a ghost house.
This is crazy. So this is where when you're not in class, you're staying here?
I don't know.
Okay, let's continue up. Noodle shower head? No. Oh man, it smells in here. Now my shoe stinks too. I shouldn't have done that.
I feel like the whole roof's gonna fall.
This is crazy. People standing on here.
I think so. We're not safe, I think.
Whoa. Let's go outside. Let's go outside. Yeah. was better. Yeah, that was not serious. Yeah. That's the best place, right there. That's the safest.
Yeah, indeed, but how do you go there?
I guess that's the only way. Yeah. Let's follow. Let's follow. I'm gonna give you guys a view from all the way up there. What I do for videos. Oh, I have beer. Oh, wow. Thank you, thank you. Where you get your beer? Kind of where we said he was taken. We're gonna fall, right? They got the best seats. Something later when there's a better view. Whoa. Yeah, that's it's just a big alley flare. I actually thought it was like a, you know.
I'm just gonna like. Just film the ground. Be careful. Gotta be carried away. I believe they have gone soon. Oh, Jesus. We're good. Should we go there? I think so. Let's go there. Oh. It's some crazy football game you brought me to. It's awesome. Let's go down there, huh? Yeah. Okay. Watch out. Well. How are we gonna see the game from here? Okay, enough filming before I get beat up. See you guys later. We're changing venue. The game, but it's fun. Oh, there's the guy. So my friend here is translating, and apparently most of these chants are about the other team's mother and her, yeah, you know what. So India would be proud. Ah. Poor housewife. You're like, what's happening on my porch? We're going to lower ground because we can't see anything up there. Too many people. It smells like finger. It smells horrible in there. Is this the best place? Yeah, I can see better. Yeah, we can at least see the. Yeah, we can see the pitch. We can't see the goals though. One of the guys, he's really interested in the game, so we're trying to find a window we can actually see what's going on the pitch. Olympiacos is up by 1-0. This is better.
I think it's better over here, but it smells bad.
Oh, the stadium is filling up. All right, see you after the game for a Coke Zero. Bengali flares are going off. That was hands down one of the craziest football matches I've been on. Only outdone by my first game in Serbia 4 years ago. Anyway, I wanted to end this video by talking about another experience I had earlier today. I'll put a photo up on the screen. I went to the workshop where the things I bought for Sunil's competition was made. And it was absolutely amazing. It was an epic experience. Now, sadly, it's the husband of, I can't remember her name right now. Sorry, I know you're watching this. The woman who runs that shop, it's her husband's workshop. And it was absolutely amazing, but he was a little embarrassed because it's a bit dirty. It's a huge place, many rooms, and he showed me how he makes everything in his shop. So it is all handmade. He proved it, but he was a little embarrassed that it is that it was dirty. And second, the whole family tried to, it will be good for the shop. Come on, let him film and so on. But he was a little shy about the state of the shop. But also, I think more importantly, he showed me how he makes these things, especially the marble statues and so on, and it's I think if I had showed it on film, his worry is that other people might copy him, and he's probably very, very right at that. So I didn't push it. I said fine, perfectly fine. I don't need to film this. I just need to see it for myself. But it was a really good experience, and such a nice family, great guy, and a great artist. And that is what I wanted to end this video with, because he told me the story about how there used to be so many people like him. But it is a dying trade. And a lot of it has to do, of course, with Chinese copies and whatnot, but also the economic crisis here that hit hard back in 2012, over a decade ago. So I want to say, when you are in a place like Greece or any other country for that matter, and there is a community of local artisans, artists, painters, it's hard as a tourist, of course, to know what is legit and what is, not made in China. And if you ask, of course, even the things that are the shops that are selling goods that are mass-produced and so on, and kind of hurting the local artisans, even those shops are still going to say, oh yeah, this is not made in China. But you can at least do your best to try and inspect the goods you buy, and really, like when I was in their shop, I knew instantly it was legit. I felt the quality, I saw the quality, I knew this was handmade and produced locally, because I checked out some other shops first, and it just supermarket. I checked out some other shops first, and they just didn't have the same feel and the same quality to it. So what I'm going to say is that if you do find yourself abroad and you are going to buy locally, you are going to buy something to decorate your house with and whatnot when you come back home, I think you really should do your best to
buy what is produced locally by the local artists that are still continuing trades that are essentially dying out. So that was my little you know, do your research when you're abroad before you go shopping. Now it's time for me to go to the supermarket and end this video. Signing off.